Welcome, in this lesson, let's learn the 17-category debt fund map used for open-ended debt mutual funds in India. This matters because the words debt fund are often treated as one safe bucket, yet each category name points to a different mandate under the February 2026 SEBI categorization framework. By the end, you will be able to say what a debt mutual fund means in plain language, sort any category label into 3 reading groups, and treat the label as a starting filter rather than a return or safety promise. This is investor education, not a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any fund. Start with plain meaning before the taxonomy. A debt mutual fund pools money from many investors into one scheme. That scheme invests mainly in bonds and money market instruments, documents that represent loans or short-term funding claims, not company ownership shares. Pooling creates a shared portfolio structure. It does not turn the product into a fixed deposit, and it does not erase interest rate, credit, or liquidity risk. Here is the path for this lesson. First, meet the 3 reading groups that organize the map. Next, see all 17 category names at once. Then walk each group in turn, short-end, duration positioning, and issuer or strategy. Finally, walk a disclosure reading that starts from a vague debt fund wrapper. Later lessons unpack duration maths and rate shocks. This video only builds the map. Organize the 17 open-ended debt categories into 3 reading groups. Group 1 is the short-end and money market set, 6 labels. Group 2 is duration positioning, 4 labels that organize how long the portfolio's rate exposure may run. Group 3 is issuer and strategy, 7 labels that emphasize who borrows or which special mechanic the mandate uses. Count them. 6 plus 4 plus 7 equals 17. The groups are lenses for reading, not a low-to-high return ranking. Now place every label on the map. On the short-end rail, overnight, liquid, ultra-short-term, ultra-short to short-term, money market, and short-term. On the duration rail, medium-term, medium to long-term, and dynamic term. On the issuer and strategy rail, corporate bond, credit risk, banking, and PSU debt, gilt, 10-year constant maturity gilt, floating interest rates, and sectoral debt. That is the February 2026 open-ended debt table taught here, 17 mandate lanes. Focus on Group 1. Overnight, liquid, ultra-short-term, ultra-short to short-term, money market, and short-term sit at the short end of the rate exposure spectrum under the framework. Plain meaning, these mandates are built around shorter interest rate exposure than long-duration categories. Shorter rate exposure is not zero risk. Credit quality and liquidity can still move the portfolio and the net asset value. Focus on Group 2. Medium-term, medium to long-term, and dynamic term organize portfolios around different duration policies. How the scheme aims to position interest rate sensitivity over time. Dynamic term can change duration under its stated process. That flexibility is a management choice, not a promise that rate risk disappears. None of these labels is a return forecast. Focus on Group 3. Corporate bond, credit risk, banking, and PSU debt, gilt, 10-year constant maturity gilt, floating interest rates, and sectoral debt emphasize issuer sets or special strategy mechanics. Plain meaning, these labels answer who may be in the portfolio or how a coupon or maturity target is maintained, not the same question as how short is the rate exposure. Gilt emphasizes government securities, yet rate risk can remain. Floating resets a coupon, residual risks can remain. Treat each as a different mechanic to read in the documents. Work this reading together. A list shows only debt fund. First, treat that wrapper as too broad and find the exact open-ended category label in the current scheme documents. Next, place that exact label on the short end, duration, or issuer and strategy group. Finally, read the mandate, current portfolio, costs, and liquidity. The answer is no, the wrapper alone is not enough. The trap is comparing trailing returns before you know the category and mandate. Keep this a posing case. The wrong reading treats every debt mutual fund as one safe cash-like bucket. The natural reading starts from plain meaning, pooled money in bonds and money market instruments, then matches the exact category to a short end, duration, or issuer strategy lane, then reads current documents. A label is a mandate lane under a dated framework, not permanent proof of safety or return. Here is the explanation to keep. A debt mutual fund pools money mainly into bonds and money market instruments. The February 2026 framework maps 17 open-ended debt categories into short-end, duration, and issuer or strategy groups. A label is a mandate lane, not a safety or return promise. Find the exact category, then read current documents. Comment with the category name you still want clarified. Subscribe for the next investor education lesson, and continue this lesson in the ExamMaster app.